It's Monday, March 28th. Welcome to the Daily Shed. Hello friends, I'm Chevy. Welcome to the Shed. Hope you had a good weekend. It's been a long weekend for me. I had Friday off and worked on the fence project. I should not have eaten that cookie right before turning the camera on. Saturday, I got to finish the fence project, finally. That was a fun time. Today we're going to talk about tools. I asked on Twitter a few weeks ago for talk ideas. As I was formulating the plan for this show, I was looking to see what people that I already know or that have already found me from my board game job, what they want to hear, right? Somewhere in this book I have that answer. Tony McRee asked he didn't ask, he just suggested essential woodworking tools. And I didn't take a single note on this subject because I don't need to. Essential woodworking tools are, that's a tricky subject. And if you watch a lot of YouTube, I do watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of woodworking channels in particular, that question is just a constant. Like, what's an essential woodworking tool? Well, that depends on what you want to do, what you want to make. If you want to get into fine furniture making, there's a lot of essential tools. But if you just want to build something, not much. I think tools, in my mind, fall into three categories. You have measuring, you have cutting, and you have fastening. If you have one of each of those three things, and the measuring is honestly kind of optional. If you have one of each of those things, you can make something, okay? So, a cutting tool, a saw. We have hand saws. This is, I think this was my grandfather's, basic wood cutting hand saw. You have metal cutting saws, like a hacksaw. This will also cut wood or plastic or whatever you need to cut with it. These two saws will do 90% of the jobs that you want to do. If you want to get a bandsaw, you want to get a chop saw, you want to get a table saw, those are all just more expensive versions of these. They're expensive, and but they make things go faster and more accurate. So it's much easier to get a straight, accurate cut with a table saw than it is with a hand saw. Now, that being said, it's not to say you can't get a straight, accurate cut with a hand saw. You most certainly can. Fastening? Fastening is simply anything. Nails and a hammer. A hammer and a couple of nails. Screws and a screwdriver. And if you want to spend more money and be lazy or get things done faster, a drill driver. This one is an impact driver, made just for driving screws. So, essential tools in my mind are a tape measure, a hammer, and a saw. You don't need anything else but that, and you can make something. And just earlier, I came down here and I made this. It's a box, in case you didn't notice. That's what a box looks like. It's actually really wet. This is leftovers from the fence project. I had this huge pile of this stuff. And this huge pile of offcuts from when I did the fence project. And this is all treated wood, which means it's not, you can't really use it for furniture or food grade products because it's not safe. But I saved it all because I need storage boxes in my shop to replace the cardboard that I have up there. And so it's good for something like that. And for this box, I simply took some boards like this, butted them all up, cut them all to the same length, laid one for the bottom, put two sides, nailed them together along nailed them together down here. Took 2 pieces, cut this size, nailed them together on the end, and you have a box. And that can be done with nothing more than a hammer and a saw. Again, like I just said, this part's optional. If you're buying dimensional lumber that's already pre-measured, basically, you really don't need to even have a ruler. But come on, you need a ruler. So, truthfully, if I was going to say to you, or if you were going to ask me, I got like $50, what should I buy? I go to a pawn shop or a yard sale or a thrift shop or a, what's it called? A flea market. Flea market's place. And just pick up a handsaw, pick up a hammer, pick up a couple screwdrivers. This is a number 1. You want like a number 2 Phillips and a flathead. Get a tape measure or one of those stick rulers. Maybe get a chisel that you can use. You don't even really need a drill bit to get started. As you make things, you'll figure out what you need. And I'm a proponent of don't buy it until you need it. Right? There's no need to have a shop full of stuff you never use. I just got a jointer within the last couple of months. I've never really needed one before. You can do jointing like I want to do on a table saw. You do it by hand if you have a plane. I don't know where my plane is. I only have one because I never use it. But I'm going to be doing some flooring, and that tool will make that job way easier. So I bought one. Now I have a jointer. If you were to come here and say, oh my God, I need all this stuff to do woodworking, this is going to cost me thousands of dollars. No. You need this, these things, and that's it. You really don't need anything else. Obviously, if you want to be faster, more efficient, then yeah. The circular saw. Remember the circular saw? First episode last Monday. Bought this thing. By far, my favorite tool on the fence project. That thing was amazing. It cut 170 some of these boards. It cut the 4x4 posts. No problem at all. Cut all the 2x4 ends. Just, this blew me away. But again, this is a circular saw. Has a circular saw blade on it. This is really just a fancy version of a handsaw. I could have built that fence with a handsaw. Sure, it would have taken a few more months. But it could be done. So essential tools are essentially what you need to complete the project that you have in mind. That's it. This is the start of week 2 of the Daily Shed, so I'm super excited about that. I really appreciate everybody coming and enjoying the first week, and let's keep building the audience. Please, for the rest of this week, I have a couple ideas in the notebook. I asked for ideas last week, and I got a few, and I'm trying to figure out how to work them in. If you have other suggestions or comments, do not forget down below in the comments box, please. Put in comments, put in suggestions. If you have questions about specific tools, put those down below. And if you want me to cover a specific tool in detail, put that down below, and I'll introduce you to the uses of a particular tool. Don't forget the shed wall. This Friday, anything that gets sent to me this week goes up on the wall. Again, I'll open it here on camera. If you have specific questions about the stuff that I talked about today that you want me to cover on Friday's show, let me know that in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. The sharing is the big point. You guys have been doing an awesome job of that, and I've noticed my subscriber count goes up every time you guys do that, every time I ask. And I feel kind of weird asking because it's like, oh, I'm the kind of guy that if I do something, people just, okay. But if I ask, it seems to help. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, let everybody know about the show. Keep the suggestions coming because that's going to help me be less stressful about this project. I don't want to be stressed out trying to come up with something to talk about every day. So thank you for stopping by. Today's a day off, so I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day and play some video games, and I'll see you tomorrow.